Hey artists, in this video we are going to talk about our 1 point perspective project where we make letters and words look three-dimensional. Start off by writing in print your word, and then we're going to use a ruler to create straight lines for block letters. I know that you might be able to draw block letters by hand, but for this, I'm looking that you can use the ruler accurately to create straight, even lines. So please use a ruler to trace around your letters to create block letters. I'm doing all of this with pencil first. You can use an H pencil to create light lines that will be easy to erase. So continue to go around each one of the letters. For this, I chose the word create. You could choose your initials or another word that you think will be inspiring to you to stay focused on this project. Once I finish going around the word, don't forget to create any of the open spaces inside of the letters like I have to do in the word create. I have to create open spaces inside of the R and the A. I also want to include some shapes. So I drew a heart shape and I also created a heart shape with straight lines using the ruler. I also added in some star shapes. If you want to create some more simple shapes, you could also create triangles and squares. Once you've gone over all of the lines in pencil using the ruler, you're going to continue to use the ruler to use a thin point Sharpie marker and go over all of those lines as neatly as you can. If you mess up a little bit, just straighten up the ruler and clean up your line. If you need to go over it a second time, it will make the line a little bit more bold, but also can create any neat lines from looking a little bit messed up. So sometimes, like where I did the A, I had to go over it a second time because the marker wasn't completely on the page. So use the ruler to go over the lines, don't just freehand it. Then erase any of the pencil. Then what you're going to do inside of the designs, the shapes, and the letters, one option could be to just fill them all in black for something simple, but you could also doodle inside and do Zentangle type designs inside of all of the shapes. So in the triangle, I did a crescent line that I repeated, a fractal. I also made a three-dimensional looking star by creating a point in the center and then shading with stippling every other shape inside of that star. So by adding stippling dots in the sections of the star that I created, it makes it look much more three-dimensional, like it is one of those types of barn stars that you might see on people's houses. I also tried that out on my heart shape by putting a point in the center and then drawing lines to the center and then alternating, filling in those shapes with stippling. Some more simple designs that you could do inside of your shapes. I did a zebra type stripe with a waving line that points at the end coming from the sides of that heart to make it look like a zebra pattern. Inside of the star in the bottom corner, I sketched in some leopard print shapes. They kind of look like C's. And then I outlined those C shapes and filled in between with some more stippling to create that leopard or cheetah print effect. Whatever patterns and designs you do inside of the letter is completely up to you. If you want to use one to keep the design cohesive or try all different ones. For this triangle, I did stripes that I alternated shading black and white. In the rest of the letters, the C, I started off with a checkerboard pattern, so I did all vertical lines with pencil, all horizontal lines with pencil, and then I used the thin point Sharpie to trace over all of those lines to create a checkerboard doodle inside of the letter C. Again, if you want to do the same pattern and repeat it or different patterns and experiment, this part is totally up to you. If you feel like you're really struggling with this, you might just want to make all of your letters solid black. And that might actually save you a little bit of time if you think this is taking you too much time. You want to do something more simple. Shading in all of the letters black for this would be totally okay and acceptable too. I did diagonal lines inside of the E, horizontal lines inside of the A, diagonal in a different direction for the T, and in the E, I just did solid vertical lines, keeping it simple to speed it up. This is the end of part 1, so check in with your teacher and show your progress on this part of the project. I can't wait to see how it comes out.